Will the Mountaineers be shell-shocked, or will they leave College Park eating turtle stew? Stay tuned and find out. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Kuz's Corner, the new go-to sports channel on YouTube with a heavy dose of West Virginia Mountaineer sports. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, and I want to give a special shout out to Live Wire Sports and Entertainment. I also want to give a shout out to John Lockett. They are two of my newest subscribers. I really appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate your support. Everybody please like this video if you like my content, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I post future videos. I've been doing a lot about the college football playoff expansion stuff and the conference rumors and all that stuff, but tonight we're getting ready to play a game this weekend. It's game week, and I can't wait. I'm excited. It's college football season, baby. And we got West Virginia's got the Maryland Terrapins coming up. I'm going to kind of give my take tonight give a little bit of breakdown of what I think about this coming game on Saturday. First, let's start with Maryland and what they present as an opponent for West Virginia. They've got some experience, some guys who have played Division I college football. But last season, Maryland only played 6 games. Because of COVID, the Big Ten chose to start their season late. You remember that controversy where they weren't going to play at all, and then they decided at the last minute to go ahead and play, and then they ended up only playing about half a season. So even though those guys have experience, they've only got about a half a season. Some of them only have about a half a season's worth of experience. Also, Maryland was one of the most heavily penalized teams in college football last year. Out of 128 teams in Division I college football, Maryland was ranked 123rd in penalty yards per game. So they were known to shoot themselves in the foot. Let's hope that they continue to do that on Saturday. First, let's look at the Maryland offense. Maryland was 98th in the country last year in points per game. They averaged about 23.6 points a game last year. So they didn't put up a lot of points. Their star of the team is Tua's baby brother, Talia Tagovailoa. He's got the potential to be an NFL draft pick. He's athletic. He can throw the ball on the run. They say he's really talented. I've not seen him play, but from what I've read and researched on the kid, he's a good player. But he has been known to throw the ball away, and in the 5 games he played last year, actually I think he only played 4 games, but in the 4 games he played last year, he threw 7 interceptions and 7 touchdowns. So he will throw the ball. He will throw the ball to you if you pressure him. Unless he's cleaned that up, he may give West Virginia some extra possessions. Now to the running back position. According to Maryland's depth chart, their starting running back is a redshirt senior by the name of Tayon Fleet Davis. He's never been a featured back. This will be his first year as a featured back. So he doesn't have a whole lot of experience. Now, he's played in big-time college games, but he's never been the guy. So we'll see. His coaches say he looks good in camp, but, all coaches say that, right? So let's see how he does. And let's see if our defensive line can shut down Maryland's run game, which I think they can, and make them one-dimensional. And that's going to be important, I'll tell you why. Because arguably the strongest part of Maryland's offense is their receiving corps. They've got 2 receivers coming back that are potential NFL draft picks. Dante Demas Jr. and Rakeem Jarrett. Rakeem Jarrett was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school 2 years ago. Last year, as a freshman, he averaged over 15 yards a game. Over 15 yards a catch. So he's got big play potential. Matter of fact, they say Demas does as well. So both of those guys can kill you deep. So West Virginia's defensive backs are going to have to be on their toes. And that's the one area of this game that I'm really concerned that West Virginia could get exposed. West Virginia's got some good defensive backs, don't get me wrong. I have faith in those guys, but they are the least experienced group on that defense. So if Maryland's able to exploit that lack of experience with that talent that they have on the offensive side at the receiver spot, that could give West Virginia some problems. Let's go to the offensive line. This is where I think West Virginia's probably got the biggest advantage. I think West Virginia can offset the lack of experience in the defensive backfield. If we can get pressure with our defensive line, who should be studs this year, then that could offset any potential big playability down the field. But they're going to have to get to him. They're going to have to get to Tua's baby brother, try to get him on the ground and disrupt him as much as possible to help those defensive backs out. And I think we will do that because Maryland's offensive line struggled last year. Their center, the starting center, is a JUCO transfer with no Power 5 experience. And he's going to be going against Akeem Mesidor, who's West Virginia's starting nose tackle, who had 5 sacks last year and only just over 200 snaps as a freshman. So he's a stud, and he's going to be going up against a JUCO transfer. So I think they're probably going to double team Mesidor. Then there you got Dante Stills, who can come in and wreak havoc. So I really think that's where West Virginia is going to have the biggest advantage on the defensive side of the ball, is in the trenches. One other position that concerns me for Maryland is the tight end. They've got a tight end that's pretty good. He's a senior. They say he's got NFL potential. His name's, if I can pronounce this right, Chig Okonwo. And you know, in the past, West Virginia's had a tendency to struggle with tight ends. So we'll see how it goes, see if they can stop this guy. Now let's look at Maryland's defense. Maryland ranked 81st in the country in points per game allowed last year. So they do have a tendency to give up some points. They gave up an average of 32 points a game. But on a positive note for them, they did lead the Big Ten in sacks last year. So they will get to the quarterback. But one of their best tacklers was a linebacker named, I think his name was Chance Campbell. He graduated. He's no longer there. They say they got talent at that position, but they don't have as much experience. And this is where I really think West Virginia can exploit Maryland on the offensive side of the ball is with Letty Brown. Because Maryland gave up 230 yards a game on the ground last year as a team. And we all know that's West Virginia's strength is Letty Brown. He's going to be the guy who's going to lead this offense. And he's probably going to get a lot of carries in this game because last year, I'm sure it's on film that they did not stop the run well. So I'm sure Coach Brown and his staff will make Maryland's defense prove that they can stop the run now. And until they can, feed Letty, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. Let him do what he does. Now, as far as the passing game, Maryland does have a couple defensive backs that are talented. A guy named Tarheeb Steele led the team in pass breakups last year as a freshman. He's going to be returning. He's going to be the guy that we're going to have to watch out for in that defensive backfield. He's an extremely talented young man. But I think our receiving corps will be ready. They've got experience. These guys they've all got 1 to 2 years of experience under their belt under Coach Brown's offense. And I think they're going to have a breakout year this year. So my prediction is that the Mountaineers end up eating turtle soup Sunday night. My prediction is West Virginia 31, the Maryland Terrapins 17. The Mountaineers get off to a positive start. They overcome their road game woes. As we all know, they were 0-5 on the road last year. But I think they overcome that, and they win the opening game of the year 31-17 over the Maryland Terrapins. Start out 1-0. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed the content, enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my score prediction. Let me know what you think about the different position matchups and what you expect to see on Saturday. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about football season being here. Like I said, it's my favorite time of year. Let's go Mountaineers, and until next video, peace out.